You do not have to be the best at it. You don't. Because look at the coaches in the world. Some of the best coaches in the world were not the best athletes. But they know, to points over here that were made, they know how to get it out of others. And that's a tremendous trait of a leader. To be able to look into others' eyes and see what they cannot see yet and help them discover it, okay? So how many of you are chapter leaders? Okay. Here, this is kind of a trick question. You're all chapter leaders. Because you're in a chapter. Okay, you're all chapter leaders. Because here's why. There's a leader by position and a leader by permission. Right? Leader by position and a leader by permission. Sometimes people in a chapter give you permission to be their leader. Now, it's not a signed agreement. They didn't come to you and say, I hereby give you permission to be my leader. No. They give you permission, okay? Through your example, through your leadership, through your doing it. Here's what I would challenge all of us to do is to raise our standard and have crucial conversations with people in our chapter to help them. Not to be punitive, not to criticize, but to help them be better versions of themselves in their chapter. So what does that look like? You know the person who does their soundbite week after week after week, and you scratch your head and you're like, I still don't know what they do. You laugh. So that happens, right? You know it. You know the person that does their soundbite, and you're like, I would love to refer you. I don't have one clue of what you do. I don't know. I don't know what you do. Have that conversation. Because if you don't know, I bet other people don't know. Okay? It's the person whose showcase, they showed up and they said this to start. Oh my gosh, I forgot it was my showcase. You know what though? I didn't really prepare, but you know what? I don't need to. Boy, I'm excited to hear from you. I remember, this was probably 2013. We did one of our first leadership retreats. I don't know if anyone in this room was there actually. It was in Minnesota, it was 2013. You guys, I don't think any of you were there. It was about 20 people, and we went to a chapter. Now, my wife was a member of the chapter. Boy, she really hated me that day because we went to visit that chapter, and it was her week to do a showcase. And she's like, a day or two before, she pulled me aside at home and she said, you really realize how much pressure you just put on me? I don't public speak. I'm a nurse. And she's selling a health and wellness product. And she's like, I'm a nurse. And I have to give a showcase in front of everyone, my husband's company. Like, I want to do a great job. I'm like, no, I get it. You'll be fine. You're amazing. You'll be fine. And she's like listing off the people in the room. And she's like, these are all amazing people. And I have to give a showcase. I'm like, you'll be fine. So I'm sitting back there. Now I'm starting to feel nervous for her, right? So she gets in front of the room and she starts by saying this. She says, now, I'm not really a great speaker. Okay? Which she doesn't speak. It's not like her thing. She's a nurse. But she's passionate about this health and wellness product. So she does her whole showcase. She killed it. It was amazing. She gets done. Bless his soul, Dave Jenks, sitting next to me. He did not miss a beat. Okay? I want you to know this is what true leadership looks like. He stood up out of his chair. Now, there's a lot of people in the room that knew of Dave. They wanted to meet Dave. No, he's on a mission. He's just pushing people aside. He goes and walks right up to my wife, and he does this. He just finds, he's like, right after, he's like, hey, that was so awesome. You did. How do you think you did?
Great.
No, just, if you're missing this already. What did he do?
Asked her.
He asked her, hey, how do you think you did?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Dave, how do you think I did? Dave, you're a great speaker. I know you. What could you tell me that I could do better? Love it. So coachable, right? This is exactly what he said. He grabbed her. I watched it. I was standing right next to her because I was a little bit like protected. You know, there's a little bit of that like, be easy, Dave. I got to go home with her. Like, be easy, okay? And so like there's a little bit of this handshake, and he says this to her. He says, you did wonderful. I'm going to tell you this, and I want you to never forget this. Don't ever start by saying you're not a good speaker. Because immediately when you did that, everyone else tunes out. And you had so much value to give. Mm-hmm. And you could just see her change. But what did he do? What did he do? He affirmed her. Oh, I love that you use that word. That's what I'm writing about in Impact. You affirm relationships. What else did he do? Gave her confidence. He asked her first. These are all great things. What else did he do?
He asked her if she was open to see.
Asked if she was open. These are all great. He ran up to her, yeah.
He gave her permission to feel like she was a good speaker.
Exactly. And he told her exactly what she needed to hear. He did not hold back. Once he knew that door was open, and he wasn't critical, he didn't destroy her, he basically said, don't, and he said it with so much confidence and so much conviction, like he said it with conviction, don't ever start off by telling people you're not a great speaker. Now, I think he would have told anyone that because that's just a fact, like you just never do that. But the way he said it to her just poured into her like, I will never stand up and say I'm not a good speaker. Okay? That's leadership to me. That's leadership. That's pulling somebody aside after a showcase and go, hey, great job. Love that. Appreciate it. How do you think you did? D, how did you do? Well, now I know D. She'd probably be like, well, I did okay here and I did it, but here's where I could improve and here's where I did that. Because that's what we do. We look for those things. What I learned from Dave over time is if I was aware of the things I needed to improve, he never brought them up. There's no need to bring it up again. Some of us do that though. I've got one thing. Andrew, I got to bring this up with you. You just said it. Why would I bring it up again? Okay? That's a great leadership lesson. Think about that with your kids too.